Welcome back to Bangtan World Channel. Breaking news from South Korea. After sending shockwaves through the global army community, the suspect who allegedly threatened the safety of Jungkook, BTS's personal manager, has finally been captured by police. This arrest doesn't just reveal the identity of the perpetrator. It also uncovers far more terrifying facts than anyone could have imagined. What was the true motive behind this threat? And how is Jungkook's manager doing now? Stay tuned, because in just a moment, we will uncover every detail of this jaw-dropping case. Seoul, South Korea. The tense situation that had BTS fans, especially ARMY, on edge has finally reached a turning point. South Korean police have officially announced the arrest of the suspect, accused of threatening the personal manager of Jungkook from BTS. The case first erupted a few weeks ago, when the agency received a direct and alarming threat aimed at Jungkook's manager. According to reports, the threat contained explicit warnings that could have put lives in danger, prompting HYBE's security team to act immediately. In an official statement released by the Seoul Metropolitan Police, investigators confirmed that they tracked down the suspect through a digital trail left while sending the threatening messages. The investigation was carried out intensively over several days, involving both cybercrime experts and a special security task force. The suspect was arrested at their residence without resistance. Authorities have not publicly disclosed the suspect's identity for security and legal reasons, but police confirmed they have gathered strong evidence, including communication devices and written notes detailing the planned threat. An insider close to the investigation revealed chilling details. This wasn't just a random comment on social media. There was real evidence showing the suspect was preparing for an act that could cause serious harm. The arrest was met with relief from ARMY all over the world. Social media platforms were immediately flooded with messages of support for Jungkook and his management team, as well as praise for the swift action taken by Korean law enforcement. Despite the suspect's capture, HYBE has stated that they will further tighten security measures for both BTS members and staff. The safety of our artists and employees is our top priority, the agency declared in its official statement. While this arrest brings a sense of closure to the fears that had loomed over the team, it also serves as a stark reminder that threats against public figures should never be taken lightly. ARMY now hopes Jungkook and his team can return to work peacefully, without fear, and continue delivering their best to fans worldwide. The moment news of the arrest broke, it felt as though a wave of relief swept through the BTS fandom. Yet, beneath that relief was a lingering curiosity, and for some, a growing unease. Why had this suspect targeted Jungkook's manager in the first place? Could this have been an isolated incident? Or was there something much bigger lurking behind the scenes? Some ARMY members speculated that the threat might have stemmed from an obsessive fixation, a dangerous mindset that had crossed the line from fandom into criminal behavior. Others feared it could have been connected to deeper issues, perhaps related to business disputes, personal vendettas, or even attempts to intimidate BTS indirectly. The truth, however, remains locked within the investigation files, with police refusing to share certain details for the sake of ongoing inquiries. In Seoul's bustling entertainment industry, threats to celebrities are not unheard of, but this case struck a nerve for several reasons. Firstly, the target wasn't a member of BTS directly, but someone working closely with them, Jungkook's personal manager. This manager has long been known within ARMY circles as one of the most trusted figures in Jungkook's life, accompanying him to rehearsals, events, and international schedules. To threaten him was to threaten a crucial part of Jungkook's personal and professional world. The suspect's arrest did not come easily. According to unofficial reports, investigators had to sift through hundreds of messages, comb data from multiple online platforms, and cross-reference IP addresses across different locations. It was this meticulous work that finally led them to pinpoint the suspect's location. When police arrived at the suspect's home, they allegedly found more than just electronic devices. There were physical notes, sketches, and even photographs that suggested careful monitoring of the manager's movements. One officer, speaking anonymously, described the scene as deeply disturbing and said it was clear the suspect had invested significant time into planning the intimidation. This wasn't something impulsive. This person had been watching, taking notes, and possibly waiting for the right moment, the officer remarked. News outlets across South Korea picked up the story immediately, and within hours it had gone global. In the United States, Europe, Southeast Asia, and beyond, headlines blared with the shocking development. Army communities mobilized online, spreading the news and urging fans to remain vigilant and respectful toward BTS members and their staff. But the arrest also sparked a deeper conversation. Just how safe are K-pop idols and the people who work with them? Fans began discussing past incidents where idols had been stalked, followed or harassed, and questioned whether the industry's current security measures were enough. While HYBE's swift coordination with the police in this case was praised, many believe more permanent safeguards need to be in place. For Jungkook himself, there has been no public statement yet. The singer, known for his professionalism and focus on music, is believed to be continuing with his current schedule. In the days following the arrest, the story only seemed to grow more complex. What initially appeared to be a straightforward case of online threats had now taken on the air of something far more calculated and far more personal. While police have remained tight-lipped about the full scope of their findings, subtle hints from investigators and media insiders suggest that this was not an act committed in the heat of the moment. Several sources close to the case have revealed that the suspect had been following Jungkook's manager for months, possibly even longer, not physically, at least not always, but through the relentless tracking of schedules, appearances, and public sightings. It's believed that the suspect may have compiled a detailed timeline of the manager's activities, possibly in an attempt to predict his movements. The thought alone sends a shiver through many in the army community who realize just how easily someone determined enough can invade the private world of those close to their idols. The manager in question has chosen to remain out of the spotlight since the incident came to light. Known for being professional, discreet, and fiercely loyal to Jungkook, he has been described by colleagues as someone who treats his job as a responsibility, not just a paycheck. It's for this very reason that the threat struck such a deep chord with fans. It wasn't just about targeting someone in the background. It was about targeting the safety and stability of Jungkook's everyday life. One entertainment insider, speaking under condition of anonymity, put it bluntly, if you want to unsettle a celebrity, you don't always have to go after them directly. You go after someone they trust, someone who shields them. It sends a message that no one in their circle is untouchable. The arrest has also reignited the debate over the darker side of extreme fandom culture, often referred to in South Korea as sasang behavior. While the suspect's exact connection to BTS remains unclear, many have speculated whether this could be a case of an obsessive fan who blurred the line between admiration and possession, or whether the motives ran in a completely different direction, involving unrelated personal grudges. Internationally, the news has made headlines on entertainment and mainstream outlets alike. In Los Angeles, a popular morning talk show dedicated a full segment to the arrest, highlighting both the dangers public figures face and the growing need for mental health interventions for those who engage in such threatening behavior. In Tokyo, entertainment reporters drew parallels to similar incidents in Japan's idol industry, pointing out that security measures for artists often rely heavily on reactive rather than proactive approaches.